Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, it came down to Midnight Rider taking on Bounty Hunter in the finals. However, Midnight Rider just had enough to knock off Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter, claiming his first Thursday Night Thunder championship. The question is, can he remain on top here tonight and carry the checkered flag into the last week of the June season and try to regain as many points as he possibly can?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday Night Thunder, and we have got 16 of MTA's baddest monster trucks ready to do battle right here tonight and turn some dirt up for you fans. It's all come down to the overall points chase at this point. The current man on top, Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider, carrying the checkered flag, and he's trying to hold on strong and carry the momentum to get more points for the overall June season. However, Bounty Hunter, Wildhair, Gravedigger, they're all chomping at the bit to try to overtake the Midnight Rider tonight here in week 4 of the June season, and we're about to go racing as we get set to kick off round 1 action as the pit party clears out, and we're going to go ahead and jump into round 1 and take a look at the matchups we have ahead for you fans. And right now, up first we've got Wildhair taking on the Husky, then Excaliber will take on High Roller, USA 1 will take on Iron Outlaw, and to close out the first half of round 1, Blackstein will take on Blue Thunder. However, Nathan Smith and Monster Mutt will get first crack because of qualifying to take on Midnight Rider there in round 1. And up first to the line, Rich Wagner, the 12-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, bringing the old Wildhair Chevrolet to the line. He is now set to take on Matthew Riley, the 2020 Summer Heat Shootout champion, and Monster Mutt Husky. He is now staged over here in the far lane. Monster Mutt Husky looking ready to go here tonight. But the veteran Rich Wagner in Wildhair, he already took home a checkered flag this June season, and you know the longtime veteran isn't about to lay down for anybody. Monster Mutt Husky in the far lane, Wildhair in the near lane. We're about to kick off week 4 of the June season. Here's the green light. Husky's got a lead on him. Wildhair trying to come back on him. What a save! And Rich Wagner pulls it out in the end. He will knock off Monster Mutt Husky. A come from behind win. Put it on 2 wheels, drove out of it, and pulled out the win. Wildhair's back in round 2. And next up here in round 1, Johnny Retlaw, the 2021 Revenge Champion, bringing the old Excaliber to the line after a tough break last week. Turned the truck over. He is now set to take on old Tyler Fugate in the High Roller Ford, staged over here in the near lane. Now the real question is, after last week's rollover, he made such good momentum in that truck. Johnny Retlaw and the team have Excaliber back at the line. Who's going on to round 2? Ford versus Chevrolet. Excaliber got him up the line, starting to pull a lead. Fugate's in trouble, and Retlaw turns it end over end. He just barely got across the finish line there. High Roller got out of shape on that first jump, and Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber leaving it hang right there on the tailgate. What an incredible piece of driving there. And looking back at the replay, you see him coming off the line. Excaliber started to pull in the old Ford in the near lane. Maybe some sway bar issues for Fugate. But watch the far lane. Johnny Retlaw gets a little out of shape going end over end and sets it on the tailgate. We're hoping he'll be back for round 2 competition because he is your winner. And next up in round 1, the 2022 Monster Mania 3 champion, Jalen Buford, USA 1. Chevrolet coming to the line. He is now set to take on Jamie Hurd. The man's been out here a long time, looking to claim his first Thursday Night Thunder championship right here tonight. The Big Bad Ford Expedition at Tongiht, Kansas. Iron Outlaw stage here in the near lane, looking to take on USA 1 in the far lane. Who's going to round 2? There's a green light now. Looks like they're dead even up and over no man's land here, and what a race it is. USA 1 will get the win. Jalen Buford knocking off the Ford here in round 1. The USA 1 Chevrolet will come back for round 2 action here in week 4 of the June season. But next up in round 1, Charlie Stevens, the rookie sensation of the May season, took home his first Thunder championship, brings the Blue Thunder forward to the line, now set to take on Joey Andrews from K&J Motorsports in Black Stallion, the Ford out of Hagerstown, Maryland. He's been doing good all season long, hanging right there in the top 4 of the overall points chase of the June season. Let's see what happens here tonight. 2 Ford ovals going head-to-head down the straight stretch. They're even up and over no man's land. Joey Andrews gets bobbled up there, and Charlie Stevens in Blue Thunder gets a clean sweep here tonight. He will take home the round 1 championship. We'll see the old big bad Blue Thunder Ford back in round 2 competition. Black Stallion on the trailer. And next up, Mike Canzoneri out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Gravedigger coming to the line. He is now set to take on the rookie sensation of the June season, Rudy Zilligy, in his brand new ride, Rage. And he has been dominating out here. He may not be on top in holding the checker flag or the overall points championship. However, he is putting fear in every competitor's eye. There's the green light now. Digger's got him up the line. Rage trying to come back and can't come up with it. Gravedigger turns it over in the end. Rudy Zilligy got bobbled up there in the near lane. Canzoneri was trying to hold it together in the far lane. Turned the truck over. Gravedigger's upside down. Let's go back and take a look at the MTA replay. Right here off the line, Canzoneri and Gravedigger had a slight lead on Rage. Rudy Zilligy knew he had to put the hammer down. Maybe too much throttle. Cleared no man's land and tanked the last set of cars. And Gravedigger rides it out on 2 wheels. Couldn't come up with a save, but he'll be back for round 2. And next up in round 1, the Cowboy from Hell, Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter, 4-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, taking on an old rival, Jeffrey Skipper in Air Force, his brand new ride which debuted this June season. He's been having some trouble with it. The crew's been down there trying to tinker with it, trying to get the truck adjusted to the way he likes to drive. But I can guarantee Air Force is going to be something to handle here in the future. Here's the green light. Air Force and Bounty Hunter now. They're pretty even. Up and over no man's land. Cantwell turns it over. And it looked like Jeffrey Skipper got the win in his Air Force monster truck. Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter bobbled up there through no man's land and turned the truck end over end. Let's go back down and take another look at the MTA replay. Right here off the line, you can see both trucks down the straight stretch. They're pretty even. But watch right here off of that first jump. Cantwell lawn darts the truck into that last set of cars, clipped the rear tires, flips it end over end, and right there, Jeffrey Skipper, you see, has the win over Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter. And now the MTA track crew and officials are down there getting ready to roll over the Cowboy from Hell, Bounty Hunter. And from the looks of it, looks like he twisted up the rear end housing there. Something has definitely let go on the Bounty Hunter. Track crew's having a hard time rolling him back over, but that truck is not okay. After the rear tires smacked that last set of cars, Bounty Hunter's in some trouble. And next up in round 1, Cam Blank in the 1957 Chevy Bel Air Avenger, now set to take on Aaron Church out of Sky High Racing and Bakugan Dragonoid, a truck he built himself, so detailed and runs top notch. He's having some trouble with it this June season. He wants to put Dragonoid on top harder than anybody else out here on the track. But let's see what he's got to take on old Avenger here in the near lane. Both trucks stays. There's a green light now down the straight stretch. Both of them door handle to door handle, and they got a race going on here, and it looked like Aaron Church and Dragonoid does get the win over Avenger here. The Dragonoid machine in the far lane ran a good solid race. Avenger kind of bobbled up there on that last set of cars. Looking at the photo finish right here, your winner by about half a truck, Aaron Church and Dragonoid. And next up here in round 1, it's going to be defending the championship flag, Justin Lamb, Midnight Rider, coming to the line to take on Nathan Smith in Monster Mutt. He's representing the Dog Pound race team. Now, Justin Lamb formerly drove for Outlaw Motorsports. He currently carries the checkered flag on the back of the Midnight Rider. He's looking to hold on to it, but Nathan Smith, Monster Mutt in the far lane, would want nothing more than to end that right here tonight. There's the green light now down the straight stretch to go. Monster Mutt's got a lead on him. Lamb's in trouble here, and he put up a good fight, but Nathan Smith and Monster Mutt knocks off the champion early here in round 1. Midnight Rider's on the trailer. Monster Mutt does advance to round 2 competition. And ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that racing was good, we've got a lot more still yet to come, because round 2 action is coming up next right here on Thunder after the break. What's going on, MTA fans? If you're looking to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, look no further. I'm about to tell you guys just how you can sign up to get in one of these races. Head over to the link in our description, and that's going to take you right over to our Facebook page where we hold registration for all of the MTA events. And hey, while you're there, crush that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything that MTA is doing. From new custom truck builds to special events and giveaways, you don't want to miss any of the great action MTA has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Back here now on Thursday Night Thunder as we get set to kick off round 2 competition. We are going to crown a brand new champion here tonight. But looking at the round 2 matchups, we have got Wild Hair taking on Excaliber, USA 1 taking on Blue Thunder. Then we're going to see the Gravedigger take on Air Force. Then Dragonoid will take on the man who just knocked off the current champion, Nathan Smith and Monster Mutt, coming back for round 2. Now up first in round 1, Johnny Redlaw and Excaliber, who had a rollover. The crew's got the truck back together. They are taking on the old-time veteran Rich Wagner, 12-time Thunder champion. And Wild Hair, the Chevrolet, looked strong there in round 1. Kind of bobbled up there in the end, coming across the finish line. He gathered it back up, and he is now staged. It's going to be a battle of the bow tie here to kick off round 2. Excaliber taking on Wild Hair. There's the green light now down the straight stretch. Excaliber's got a big-time lead on him. Wagner's in trouble, and Johnny Redlaw trying to shut it down. He picks up the win here in round 2, and he puts the Excaliber Chevrolet back in semifinal competition later on tonight. And next up here in round 2, we've got Charlie Stevens returning in the Blue Thunder Ford, now set to take on the Monster Mania 3 champion, Jalen Buford in the USA 1 Chevrolet, representing Outlaw Motorsports. He is ready to take on the old Ford there in the far lane. Who goes on to semifinals? We're about to find out because both trucks made quick time passes there in round 1. Ford and Chevrolet here in round 2. Here's a green light now. Down the straight stretch they go. Stevens and Blue Thunder holding the lead. Jalen trying to come back and turn it over. And Blue Thunder will pick up the win here in round 2. Jalen Buford kind of lost it there in no man's land. And that left lane here tonight has been eating up these trucks. And Buford right there in the near lane was another victim in USA 1. Watch right here. Trying to play catch up just a little bit. He wasn't too far behind. Caught the side stack of the cars and rolled on over, and Blue Thunder was able to pick up the win. A tough break for USA 1. Next up, Mike Canzoneri and the Gravedigger turned it over there in round 1. He barely turned it over, however. He is back here in round 2, ready to take on the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, and former 6-time Thunder champion in Air Force, staged over here in the far lane. Gravedigger in the near lane this time, and we've all known how this near lane's been acting tonight. We're going to see how Mike Canzoneri and Gravedigger tackles it. Here's the green light down the straight stretch. They're even up and over no man's land here, and what a race, but Gravedigger does come up with the win. Mike Canzoneri in the 1950 Chevy Pinto wagon. Gravedigger outtakes Air Force here tonight. In round 2, we'll see him back in semis. But now to close out round 2 action, Nathan Smith and Monster Mutt, who knocked off the champion earlier here tonight, ready to take on Aaron Church and Bakugan Dragonoid. The truck's been running top notch here tonight. We're about to find out if he can knock off the Monster Mutt there in the far lane. Dragonoid's looking good and strong here tonight. Does Aaron Church finally have it dialed in? We're about to find out. The dog takes on the Dragon. There's the green light. Down the straight stretch, Monster Mutt with a lead. Dragonoid trying to come back. Couldn't come up with it. Nathan Smith and Monster Mutt is your winner. We'll see him back in semifinal competition. He knocks off Dragonoid here in round 2. And folks, we have got a great semifinal ready to go and ready to come at you. But first, I want to remind you that this Saturday, June 25th, wild card. 32 of MTA's baddest monster trucks go head-to-head, all for the Wild Card Championship. Some great racing, high-flying action you don't want to miss. So tune in to the MTA YouTube channel this Saturday at 7 o'clock for Wild Card. And next up, we kick off semifinal competition right here in week 4 of the June season. And looking at our brackets, Excaliber will take on Blue Thunder. Then the Gravedigger will take on Monster Mutt. All these guys are chomping at the bit for the overall points championship for the June season. But who is going to get the most points here tonight? From here on out, it's 45 points in the semis, 50 points for the finalists, and 60 for the overall event win. Excaliber, Johnny Redlaw, the Chevrolet, now staged to take on Charlie Stevens in the Blue Thunder Ford. Ford versus Chevrolet here to kick off semis. Both trucks have been running phenomenal all night. Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber rolled the truck over in round one. Now in the far lane. Can the bad bow tie hang on? Here's the green light now down the straight stretch. The Ford got him off the line. Retlaw and Excaliber coming back and does. He will upset Blue Thunder here. In semifinal competition, he knocks off the big bad Ford. The Chevrolet does move on. As we look at a photo finish, you can tell right here Blue Thunder was trying to come back, but Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber comes up with the win. So who does Excaliber meet in the finals? Will it be the Gravedigger, driven by Mike Canzoneri out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina? Or is it going to be the man who knocked off the champion earlier tonight, Nathan Smith, Monster Mutt, representing the Dog Pound race team? There you see Canzoneri, bad to the bone for 40 years, in Gravedigger in the far lane. The Dog Pound race team in the near lane. Gravedigger taking on Monster Mutt. Who meets Excaliber in the finals? Here's the green light. Gravedigger got him off the line. Monster Mutt trying to come back on him. And what a race it is! What an incredible race! Both of them were side by side all the way across the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, that may have been the closest race in Thursday Night Thunder history. Let's go back and take another look. Right here off the line, down the straight stretch, Canzoneri may have treed the Monster Mutt, but watch Nathan Smith in the Mutt try to come back right here. Up and over the last set of cars, across the line, your winner, Nathan Smith and Monster Mutt by merely inches. And what an incredible race it was. I don't even have the words to explain it. But folks, it is now going to be time for the finals. Excaliber, who's been at the lower half of the points bracket. Johnny Retlaw turning things around after last week. He brings back the bad bow tie and Excaliber, ready to take on Nathan Smith, who knocked off Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider earlier tonight. And now we are set to crown a new checkered flag Thursday Night Thunder champion in week 4 of the June season. Will Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber claim his second Thursday Night Thunder championship, or is Nathan Smith and Monster Mutt about to claim his first? A win here tonight could help these guys out in the overall points chase. Excaliber takes on Monster Mutt. It's showtime on Thunder down the straight stretch. Retlaw's got a lead on him. The Mutt does a wheel stand and turns it over. And your winner, Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber, pulling it out in the end. Nathan Smith may have had a little too much go-go juice over No Man's Land. Smacked the first stack of cars. Let's go back and take a look at the MTA replay. Right here off the line, Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber treat him from the start. Right here, up and over No Man's Land. Watch the near lane. Booyah! Nathan Smith tanks the first set of cars. What an incredible wheel stand. Came to a stop and laid it on its side. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight. Congratulations to Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber on your second Thursday Night Thunder championship. And now as we go ahead and look at the overall point standings, wrapping up week 4 of the June season, at the latter half of the bracket, Dragonoid, Monster Mutt, Husky, High Roller, and Avenger hold the gate closed to wrap up week 4 of the June season. Now jumping over to the top half of the bracket, the biggest improvement here tonight, going from 10th place to 3rd, Johnny Retlaw and Excaliber with his win here tonight. However, the top 2 positions still belong to Bounty Hunter and Midnight Rider. Both trucks knocked out in round 1 here tonight, tied with 170 points, and rounding out your top 5 is Rage and Wild Hair with 155 points. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of Thursday Night Thunder. Be sure to join us next week as we wrap up the June season, and I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. 'Cause it's